Imagine walking out your front door to find a smug, pearl-clutching tyrant shoving a fine in your face for a dock your dying dad built with his own hands, demanding you pay up or watch it get chainsawed into oblivion. That's the nightmare that hit Alex Rivera like a sucker punch, turning his quiet suburban haven into a battlefield where every nosy neighbor became a spy for the HOA's self-appointed queen bee. Alex Rivera had always been the quiet type in Willow Creek Estates, a picture-perfect slice of American suburbia where manicured lawns stretched like green carpets under the relentless Florida sun. The neighborhood screamed tranquil family living, with its cookie-cutter houses, community pool parties, and that shimmering man-made lake that everyone pretended was a natural wonder. But underneath the barbecue smells and white picket fences lurked a suffocating web of rules, courtesy of the Homeowners Association, led by none other than Barbara the Enforcer Klein. Barbara was the kind of woman who quoted bylaws like Bible verses, her smile as sharp as a freshly sharpened hedge trimmer. She'd built her little fiefdom on maintaining standards, which really meant micromanaging every blade of grass and bird feeder in sight. Alex, a mid-40s software engineer who'd moved in after his father's passing, kept to himself. His backyard dock on the lake edge wasn't flashy, just weathered cedar planks jutting out over the water, a spot where he scattered his old man's ashes and fished away the grief. But to Barbara, it was a glaring affront to her Lake Access Equity Program, a fancy name for forcing everyone to cough up $300 a year for maintenance fees on a lake they already paid taxes for. Whispers started small, that Rivera's dock is an eyesore, Barbara would coo at block parties, her voice dripping honey over venom. Neighbors nodded along, too scared to rock the boat, literally. Alex heard the rumors twisting like vines, claims he was squatting on communal property, that his dock bred mosquitoes or scared off the ducks. He bit his tongue, watching from his porch as Barbara paraded around with her clipboard, her sensible pumps clicking like Judgment Day. Inside, though, Alex was mapping it all, every snide email, every passive-aggressive flyer stuffed in mailboxes. He knew her game, bully the new guy until he bends or breaks. But Alex wasn't breaking. He'd inherited more than the dock from his dad, he'd gotten that quiet, steel-spine patience that waits for the perfect moment to strike. It all ignited on a sweltering Tuesday afternoon when Barbara marched up Alex's driveway like she owned it, her floral blouse starched stiff as her spine. She thrust a violation notice at him, the paper crinkling under her manicured nails. "Mr. Rivera, this is your final warning," she said, her tone all saccharine concern laced with steel. "That unauthorized structure violates Section 4.2 of our bylaws. Join the lake program or we'll have it removed, at your expense. Of course. For the good of the community." Alex took the paper, scanning it with feigned interest, his face a mask of calm while his mind raced. "Unauthorized? Barbara, this dock's been here since the 90s. Grandfathered in my deed. You sure you didn't misread your own rules?" Her eyes narrowed, that fake smile twitching. "Oh, I read them just fine. Everyone contributes here. No free riders. Think of the children, they deserve a safe, equitable lake." Alex almost laughed at the absurdity. Equitable? Like how she fined the Johnsons for a pink flamingo lawn ornament last month. But he held back, folding the notice neatly. "I'll look into it," he said evenly, watching her puff up like a territorial peacock. As she turned on her heel, she tossed over her shoulder, "Don't make me escalate this, Alex. Liens aren't pretty." That night, the rumors exploded. Alex's phone buzzed with texts from nosy neighbors. "Heard you're fighting the HOA, bad idea." Man, Barbara had already hit the group chat, painting him as the selfish holdout ruining property values. Alex sat in his dim living room, the lake's reflection dancing on the walls. And pulled up the county records online. No amendments filed for her precious program. It was all smoke and mirrors. He smiled thinly, Barbara's first mistake, assuming silence meant surrender. The pressure cranked up like a vice the next week. Orange violation stickers appeared on Alex's mailbox overnight, flapping like warning flags. Non-compliance fine, $200, they screamed in bold red. Neighbors gawked from behind curtains as Barbara hosted an informal gathering at the community gazebo, her voice carrying on the breeze. "We can't let one resident undermine our harmony," she preached to a cluster of uneasy homeowners, coffee cups trembling in their hands. Mr. Rivera's refusal sets a dangerous precedent. What next? Unkempt yards? Stray cats? Chuckles rippled through the group. But Alex, eavesdropping from the path's edge, caught the forced tone. Old Mr. Patel shifted uncomfortably, muttering, "My garden gnomes got fined last year, $1.50 for clutter." Barbara shot him a glare that could wilt roses. "That's for safety, Raj. We all follow the rules." Alex stepped into view then, hands in pockets, casual as a Sunday stroll. "Safety? Like how your equity program funnels fees straight to that fancy fountain in your yard." "Barbara?" The group froze. Her face flushed, but she recovered with a patronizing laugh. "Alex. Dear. Misinformation doesn't help. The funds maintain our shared assets." He pulled out his phone, showing a screenshot of the unfiled amendments. "Shared? Funny. County says no such program exists legally." Whispers erupted. Barbara's pearls seemed to tighten around her neck. "This isn't the place for debates. Take it up at the board meeting, if you dare." She stormed off, but not before hissing to her crony, "Linda. That man's trouble. Spread the word." By evening, Alex's inbox flooded with anonymous emails, "Pay up or move out." He ignored them, instead visiting Mr. Patel under the cover of dusk. The old man opened the door warily, his eyes darting. "They say you're causing property values to drop," he whispered. Alex leaned in. "They're lying, Raj. Barbara's scared because her rules aren't real." "Help me prove it." Patel hesitated, then nodded, his wrinkled hands clenching. "She fined me for my Diwali lights, called them excessive." "All right. What do you need?" Alex's network grew in the shadows. Patel. The young mom Sarah who'd been dinged for a trampoline. Even timid accountant Tim from down the block, who'd seen Barbara fudge meeting minutes once. Barbara ramped up the absurdity, sending courtesy reminders via drone-delivered notes, one landing comically in Alex's birdbath. "Escalation imminent," it warned. Alex chuckled darkly, filming it for his private evidence stash. "Harmony. My ass," he muttered. The neighborhood simmered. Neighbors avoiding his gaze by day but slipping him tips by night. Barbara's facade cracked in private rants overheard at the pool. "That Rivera thinks he's clever? I'll bury him in paperwork." Her overreach was turning comical, finding a kid's lemonade stand for unpermitted commerce, but the laughs were bitter, laced with rage. The boiling point hit at the monthly HOA board meeting in the stuffy clubhouse. Fluorescent lights buzzing like angry hornets overhead. Barbara presided like a queen on her throne, gavel in hand, her board of yes-men flanking her. The room packed with fidgety residents, the air thick with unspoken grudges. "Item 3, enforcement of lake equity," she announced, her voice booming. "Mr. Rivera remains non-compliant. Motion to impose daily fines and schedule demolition." Murmurs swelled. Alex stood. Binder thick as a brick in his arms. Before you vote on that farce, let's clarify something. He slapped the binder down. Pages fanning open to highlighted deeds and statutes. This doc's riparian rights are deeded, pre-HOA. Your program? No filed amendments. It's a scam. Barbara. And everyone here's paid into it illegally. The room gasped. Barbara banged her gavel. Out of order. This is baseless slander. But Alex pressed on. Voice rising like a gathering storm. Baseless? Tim. Tell them about the minutes you saw her alter. Tim rose shakily. Sweat beading. She backdated them. Told me to keep quiet for community good. Chaos erupted, shouts. Pointed fingers. Sarah yelled. You fined my trampoline $100, said it was unsafe. But your rules aren't even legal. Barbara's face twisted. Her composure shattering. Lies. I protect this place from chaos like you. Alex leaned in. Mia might dripping. Chaos? Like your no visible laundry lines rule while your husband's truck leaks oil everywhere? Hypocrite much? Laughter bubbled up. Sharp and incredulous. Patel chimed in. My gnomes were clutter, but your fountain's a feature? Give me a break. Barbara stammered. This is mutiny. I'll sue. But the board wavered. Eyes darting. Her gavel slipped. Clattering to the floor. Alex sealed it. File whatever you want. I'll countersue for harassment, and win. The meeting dissolved into uproar. Neighbors high-fiving as Barbara fled. Her pearls clacking like retreating gunfire. Outside. Under the clubhouse floodlights. Alex watched her speed off in her SUV. Tires screeching. The tide had turned, her absurd empire exposed as a house of cards built on bluster. In the aftermath, Willow Creek buzzed with liberated energy. The county prosecutor launched an investigation into Barbara's creative accounting, her unfiled schemes crumbling under scrutiny. Neighbors tore down violation stickers like confetti. Hosting a defiant block party where Sarah's trampoline became the star attraction. Alex sat on his dock at sunset. The water lapping peacefully. His dad's memory intact. Barbara resigned in disgrace. Her final email a rambling defense of standards that no one read. Tim took over the board. Promising real transparency, no more drone deliveries or gnome bans. Alex's quiet stand had sparked a revolution. Proving one patient's pushback could topple a tyrant. But as peace settled, whispers lingered. Had Barbara been a monster? Or just a product of the system? So, tell me, was Alex the hero for exposing her nonsense? Or should he have just forked over the cash to keep the peace?